All right, everyone. Earlier, you probably heard me talking about the Ganado Indians winning their first state title there in school history, beating the Stanford Bulldogs there 30-28. But how did Ganado get that history earlier? So we have one of our reporters in 25 News now there in Ray Robinson was at the game to highlight Ganado's historic moment.
Max, we might have witnessed one of the best Class 2A Division I football game state championships in history. And no, that is not an overstatement. Anytime a game can go to 3 overtimes, it's definitely going to be one for the ages. And in a state championship game, what can your expectations be? Ganado might have met their match when dealing with a team like Stanford. The back and forth exchange between touchdowns all game long, both teams seeming to be well balanced. Lowen Burris helped initiate the first drive that Ganado needed with this 72-yard run. The Russian offense didn't just end there as Bryce Ullman secures the Indians' first touchdown of the game. Ganado was the better defensive team, which was made clear in this triple overtime play, which sees Bryce Ullman in the two-point conversion, with an interception. Ganado has never experienced an overtime game, but thankfully the Indians was prepared.
And going to overtime if that's what it takes. And if we had to make the decision again, it'd be the same decision. Unfortunately, for whatever reason, it just wasn't meant to be. It was meant to go to overtime. But Joe's done a great job all year. He did a great job going out and making that extra point in overtime, which if he wouldn't have made that, obviously the result would have been different.
The Indians went on to win the game, securing their first ever state championship game. Final score, 28-30. Now make sure you tune in tomorrow as we hear from the players who were a crucial part in the state championship game. Ray Robinson, KAVU TV 25 News Now, Sports.
All right, Ray. So again, after the game, Ganado gang celebrated, hosting up the championship trophy there with Josh Irvin there. And again, it was awesome to see that with the team because also some awards were out too. The offense MVP went there to quarterback Bryce Ullman, and the defensive MVP went to Kane Hayden there in the game, who also had 2 touchdown receptions as well to help Ganado get the win there to win their first state title there in history. And again, later on, we'll see if we can get anything else there production-wise there. Maybe we can see if we get anything when they arrive. We'll have to keep you tuned there. 25 News Now there at 10. And quickly there, going in for Shiner there yesterday. They played in the 2A Division II state championship, facing the Munster Hornets there. They were trying to look to get their 5th state title. And again, opening to start the game there for Shiner. It went back and forth both ways, but Munster started off quickly. They got a touchdown there from Kason Carney. And again, for the Hornets, they get up big. Then how about Carson Schutte, though? He did a nice play, nice little throw here, right there to Jarvis Williams, all the way to the end zone. This game went back and forth all the way, but the final score in this one would turn out being Munster would win 36-29 there over Shiner there last night. So again, looking at it though here, Don and Shauna, we had one of our teams, right, we just talked about it there, in Ganado getting the job done, winning their first title there in state history, and then Shiner just a little too close to call there last night. But again, props up to Ganado, and still great season there for Shiner there last night playing against the Munster Hornets. But that's all there in sports.